Good morning, everyone. I'd like to say, nice to see you, but of course I can't see you because I'm here in my garden and maybe you're at home, or maybe some of you are over at school at the moment. But as we begin this assembly, I just wanted to show you how my fruit and vegetables have grown. If you remember, my last assembly I showed you around my garden a little bit, and I want to show you how they've changed. Look at my apples, for instance, how they've grown, how they're bearing fruit. Looking forward to eating them. And come over here and I'll show you how my vegetables are doing. So here we are. Look at my courgettes. Lovely flowers on them with the courgettes on the end of them. Lovely flowers on the beans as well. I've already picked some courgettes and some beans and eaten them. Broad beans over there. And come and have a look at my tomatoes. Come and see how they're doing. I'm really pleased with them. They've got so many tomatoes on them. They're really bearing fruit. And one thing that surprised me about them is I was expecting to have red tomatoes. You never quite know what you've got till they grow and produce fruit, but look at them. They're yellow tomatoes. Lovely to eat. I've had a few of them already. And then my aubergine plants. I showed you them last time. See how they've grown. And they're bearing these lovely flowers. And the fruit will come on them, the aubergines that we can eat later. I'm really pleased with them. And more tomatoes here, all bearing fruit and growing really well. It's been a really good growing year so far. Talking about how it's been a good growing year for my vegetables, I just want you to think about how you've grown this year as we come to the end of another school year. And it's been a very strange school year, a very difficult school year in many ways. For some of you, you've only been in school for a little over half the year. And for all of you, your education has been disrupted in one way or another. I know for me, I've missed going into Burstow School. I love going into the school. The staff are so friendly and welcoming. And you too, you're so friendly and you're so well behaved. That's what always strikes me when I do my assemblies in the hall. How quietly you come in, how quietly you wait for the others to come in, how well you listen when I speak, how you answer my questions, and how quietly you leave at the end. And in the 30 years that I've been doing school assemblies as a vicar, I think Burstow School is the best and most well-behaved whole school assembly that I've done. It's a real credit to the school and to the staff. And you really need to celebrate being part of Burstow School and what that means to you. And the end of the year is a good time for you to do that. A good time for all of you to do that. But also especially a good time for you in year 6 as you come to the end of your time at Burstow School. An exciting time because you're looking forward to going to a new school. Or maybe you're a little bit anxious or not sure because your friends aren't going to the same school or whatever. And that's natural. But now just for a moment, look back at your time on Burstow School. For those of you who are not leaving, look back on your school year. And for you in year 6, think for a moment of when you first arrived at Burstow School. Think of all the teachers that you've had over the time there. And there's a song that we sometimes sing at Burstow School Leavers Assemblies. It's called At the End of the Road. And the first verse of it goes like this. Well, I sat for a little while, a box of photographs on my knee, and the images made me smile, each one a lasting memory of somewhere that taught me how to make the most of every day. Yes, this place has been the one that's helped to set me on my way. And talking about looking at a box of photographs, I found a couple of old photographs of me at school. There was one of me in my first school uniform when I was 4. And I can remember standing there in the garden in front of that hedge, and my mother had dressed me up in this new school uniform. I can still feel how it felt. It felt so new and so strange, and standing there rather self-consciously in front of the camera as my parents took a photograph of me. And then I found a photograph of when I was 18, when I was about to leave school, an old school photograph then. How different that person looks from the one who was 4. How different they look from the person now. But it's the same person. I've just grown. I've changed. I've borne fruit. But you know, as I look back on my school days, I realise how much my school did help me on my way. That reminds me of another verse of that song that we sing. And this verse is particularly appropriate for you in Year 6 who are leaving the school. It goes, "Well, how quickly the years have flown since the time we all first met. Many people I've come to know, many faces I won't forget. I know, as I'm moving on, from somewhere I could gladly stay, that this place has been the one that's helped to set me on my way." And we can give thanks for Burstow School for doing that. And so as we come to the end of this assembly, as we come to the end of this school year, I'd like to say 2 little prayers, one for the whole school, and then one particularly for Year 6. Dear God, we thank you for the past year at Burstow School, for those we have got to know, our friends and our teachers, and all who work at the school. We thank you for all who have cared for us, helped us with our work, and shared any troubles. May all of us be refreshed this summer, pupils, teachers, support staff and parents. So when the new school year begins, we may all meet new people, new places, new challenges with a bright and cheerful heart. And may all grow and learn to live in love. Amen. And a prayer for you in Year 6 particularly. As we look forward to starting our new schools in September, we pray for your help to make new friends and get on well with our new teachers. We pray for our new schools, for Oakwood, Oxted, Imberhorn, the Gatwick, St Bede's, the Warwick, Wemyss, Holy Trinity, Woodfield, and Millay. We ask for your blessing and strength in our new schools. Help us to work hard in all that we do and enjoy the new experiences that secondary school will bring. Amen. And now, as we finish this assembly, this year, a blessing for you all. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. The rain fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Amen.